If you are a noob, I recommend watching this video and listening very carefully because the video is made specifically for you guys. Now, first thing you want to do immediately is get a base. Always put your base in a good spot where you don't see anybody around. Open it, and then this is going to be your base. Now, the first thing you are going to immediately do, no matter your situation or how much money you have, buy a bed. This is it. Save it. So now you always spawn here. So if you die to something, you can always come back and finish it off. What to store as a noob is going to be the next biggest question. All you're going to do is go to furniture, go all the way down. Don't worry about this immediately. This is just something that you can just get over time. Get a safe. Now that you have a safe, what are you going to store? Always store knives. The movement speed is going to be useful no matter what part of the game you are on. Always get a knife. Then you're going to want your armor pads to make sure knockback doesn't happen to you. I will be extremely generous to the point where I'll only count one singular row, even though I'm pretty sure you start with two. All you're gonna want is a knife, armor pads, double barrel shotgun ammo, and then something of your choice, preferably a speed blessing, speed juice, or stuff. Now, if you have more space, then get SMG or LMG with medium or light ammo pack, depending on whether you have an LMG or an SMG. Let's say you start for 1,000 cash, right? First thing, just buy armor pads. You don't really need to worry about literally anything else because you'll get everything else over time. So just worry about getting your armor pads. If you don't have a safe, this is exactly going to be for you. This is the exact same thing as the thing I put over there. What the heck is happening with the skeleton? Always worry about getting your resources up. Get your knives, get your armor pads, get your bed down. And now that your safe is good and everything seems good, let's build a base together, right? So first thing and the most important thing that I do when I make a base is paying attention to where the button is. I'm going to show the cheapest way to make a base that is extremely powerful. All you're going to need is two tables, wooden tables. Put them like this. Gray carpet. Flip them. Let's turn it like this. And then again. These are only 100 each, so... And remember, you're going to get your money back because you're going to be selling these wooden tables, so... You don't need to perfectly line it up like me, but if you do end up lining it up, it also looks a lot better if you actually turn it so the pattern is in one way and not two sides. But now that we're like this, let's go ahead and delete these tables. Now let's go ahead, close objects, slide under. This is how our mobility is going to work. Now we're going to be able to slide under and be perfectly fine. So at this point, this all sounds nice, but you're still going to be able to get shot by if you are back here and shoot. To avoid this, all you're going to really need to do is get bushes. Bushes are only 75 each. We're going to turn them like this, and then like this. You can pretty much put them anyway. There's not a specific way to do it. So, 3, 4. As you can see, I placed that bad. We're going to delete it. Turn it again, and this is a lot better. This is going to stop any bullets from actually shooting through here. So now you're going to be able to safely get through, get out, be in here while being perfectly safe. Next is how to properly set up traps. If you're a noob, then traps aren't going to really be too helpful for you. So here's my advice for you is going to be either doing A, stacking a bunch of traps. The way this is going to work is by stacking a bunch of traps in one area, sliding under, being here. So the entity constantly gets spiked while you're just sitting here, just enjoying your life, watching them die. Just remember, if you are going to do this method, make sure you try to hit the entity first and then slide under. So then you actually get the loot from killing it and the money and everything. So just make sure you do that. Always do that. Second is going to be, in my opinion, the more useful one, which is actually a more in general base. All you're going to want to do is just this. And boop, boop. Now we have pretty much a whole row of spike traps. Now there's some missing here. Let's go ahead and put some more down. Now, at this point, if this is already too expensive for you, just do the stack method. It's going to be really effective. At this point, now you're here, you're going to want to stop people from being able to slide in your base and stuff. So all we're going to do is 1, 2, use these wooden walls, the medium wooden walls. So now, when they slide through, they'll have to stop and then jump up, which may even knock them back onto the traps. Now, again, if you're a noob, PvP is going to already be an issue for you. So if at this point this is an issue, I'm sorry to say that, but you'll get used to it. Always make sure you're storing all the items you get as soon as you find them. It's very important. At this point, all you're going to need now is some traps. So traps, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we have a noob-friendly base. Noob-friendly bases are extremely important for new players, obviously. So let's go ahead and save our spot. And there we go. Now we have a noob-friendly base. Now that sharks are spawning around the map, let's go ahead and test that out on them, right? Okay, what do you... Wonky will. So the best way to do this, we're going to hit them once. And then now slide. Look at our money. We got the money. We got the chocolate bar. And there we go. So when it comes to the sharks and stuff, which are going to start coming soon, the best way to deal with them is going to be very simple. All we're going to do is just slide under. Don't even risk dealing with them. It's not worth it. So as you can see, sharks are fine. Sharks are dying. And I have plenty of time to loot up and do whatever I need to. So if you want to get the loot from Pit Shark, hit it. Slide. Now we're going to wait. Slide under again. And as you can tell, I didn't even have to really worry about it because he already died by the time that it was about to kill me. So let's go ahead and just keep looting with this base. Now, as again, the ball, slap. Now we're going to slide under. And money and apple. So, obviously, as you can tell, you're going to need to take damage from this. So, from now on, I won't be applying armor pads to make it fair for noobs. That was just an example, so let's go ahead and get hit. Hit, run, slide. And that's more loot. And if we repeat, that's practically infinite loot for us. Pit Shark again. There we go. Pit Shark has been looted. Next, which is a tip you need to learn ahead of time and now, do not loot while it's night because of these guys, and especially because PvP is most common during night, especially when nobody knows what's happening. So this base was designed also for these guys, so now I can AFK in here all I want and I'll basically never be hit. But an important tip if you want to know, do not try to fight these guys because of how much damage they do. They do 2-shot because they do 50% every hit. And in case you ever find a situation like these can easily be dodged. Just jump over them twice. Without a knife, without the movement speed, it just does this. That's simple. Or you could just slide through them. Sometimes you will end up getting hit by them, so just jump over them. It just makes everything easier. Next thing is making sure, always open the ones around your base. Because if an entity spawns, you will not be able to fight it with melee a lot of the time. So, as an example, banana minion. All we're going to want to do is hit him. And then run, slide. If you ever catch an entity like this, all you have to do is simply heavy attack them into your base. And there you go. Now you have a free axe. Next, I barely hear anybody talk about this ever. Go to menu, go to achievements, complete these achievements as a noob because this little amount of money is going to be extremely good for early game. As an example, 1,000 money for early game is pretty game changing. And especially because a lot of these are just very useful over time. I would definitely recommend doing them. Next is about knowing what to buy. As an example, the leader is an extremely good example. As you can see, you talk to him, press trade, and these are the options. Only buy your armor pads because of how cheap they are. And even better, if you have a double barrel or any type of shotgun, buy them individually, not shotgun ammo packs, because it basically is just going to allow you to get a lot more, a bunch cheaper price that are more affordable. 15 shots will carry you a semi-decent way. Okay, as an example, Shoddy Ben as a shotgunner. So for him, the issue with him is going to be you can't actually kill him and escape if you have no armor. So assuming you listened to my tip earlier, let's get some armor on. And then let's slide one more time. Okay, so now we're going to hide behind this wall and hit him. Now run. Let's go ahead and run. Now we're going to go onto my base now that we've hit him, which means we guarantee get his loot. And his sell value for when we actually kill him. You get a good amount of money from him too. Let's slide under. Hide. $225 and a shotgun. Let's go ahead and use this since I just earned this weapon. Next is going to be about knowing how to spend your resources. As an example, I could shotgun him right now and easily kill him, or I can attack him and run. Doing this would allow me to actually get his loot without using any of my shotgun ammo, which means, in short, I won't have to waste all my resources having to kill him. Next is about knowing how to spend your money. Once again, I've already talked about this a little bit, but as an example, this guy may seem very cool to buy stuff from. Don't waste your money on him. Obviously, if you're a low level, you're not even going to be able to buy any of this anyway, so just don't waste your ammo on things you don't absolutely need early game. And after a while of you grinding, you should eventually have resources like the shotgun, SMG, etc. and be able to basement farm. So that's exactly what you're working towards. Next is about the basement method. Just simply open entity. That's a pretty bad example because it won't follow me. Goblins as an example. If you were to actually time it right, because obviously I got pretty unlucky there, all you're going to want to do is simply go back, get on the elevator, let the entities kill you on the elevator, let the elevator take it up to your base, and then let your base kill them. This leads to my old method when I used to play, was opening until I got a free loot room, and then out of that free loot room, picking up everything in it and then respawning, putting all that away, or selling it, just like this. As an example, golden skull, let's pick it up. Let's get in here. I got kind of stuck right there, so ignore that. Okay, we're in. Let's go grab the Venus flytrap. That seems pretty useful. Let's, ooh, shotgun ammo pack. Free loot. Let's go to respawn. And now that we're back, all we're going to do is go to the ends of the map, which is exactly where the next tip starts. If you ever want to sell your loot, just come to these guys. They're on both the ends of the maps. All you have to do is talk to them. And then let's lock my shotgun ammo. It's not really worth selling. And then sell all. And there you guys earn a bunch of profit. Now be able to go over here or to any other shops and buy a bunch of stuff. Next tip, do not buy anything from him. He's an absolute scam bot. Other NPCs sell armor pads for 80 each. This guy sells them for 125, etc. The rest of the prices are going to be really jacked up and crazy, so just don't even bother with it. This is another free loot room. Holy English. We're just going to jump over. Crown, open, crown, armor pad, respawn. And sell. Next thing I want to get out the way is what every actual item does. The safe allows you to store things, so when you die, you don't lose it. And you could always take it out anytime if you have this one. Next thing is going to be all the way down. It's going to be also under utility, but as an example, we'll just go all the way down. The workbench, let's put it down. And then there's going to be the scrap grinder. Okay, so workbench allows you to craft things. A lot of these are going to be level locked, and especially the turret, which I want to get off my bat now. Do not grind for turrets. I know, as a noob, it's so appealing having a turret, especially seeing all these pros with it. It's not worth grinding for as a noob, especially because it costs inventory space and all this other shit. You're better off not crafting a turret and just mid to end game crafting turrets. Trust me, you actually appreciate this tip. And next is the scrap grinder. Obviously, it does nothing off the bat, but when you recycle a gun, it becomes money and resources. So, as an example, 4 double barrels that I'm about to recycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, I just got a bunch of different things. This is going to allow you to either save up for the turret, and you can put it away, or spend these resources and go sell them. The way we're going to do that, again, as always, is just going down here and selling them right here. I recommend not selling components or wrenches. I'd keep these. Rest doesn't really matter. What's the best out of these to buy? Obviously, it's going to be turrets. It's not even close, but as noobs, you always want to buy spike traps and then Venus fly traps when you're able to. These actually will give you the resources and money immediately after the fly trap kills it, if it kills it. So I recommend getting them over the traps. If you do want to get them, this is how you're going to put them down. You're going to have your normal base as always. You have 2 options with these Venus fly traps, which is either option A, putting it like this, or option B is going to be putting them over here. I would delete these if you are noob. And then just simply switching them to here, here, and here. Either works perfectly fine. If I were to open a unit and got an entity, as an example, these stupid rats, all I'm going to do is come over here. And as you can see, the fly traps are attacking. I didn't get anything because the spike traps killed them fast enough. So if you are rich enough, I would sell the spike traps and then leave it like this and let your fly traps gather the loot and everything. Because spike traps will just steal the kills and you won't get anything off of them. Just learn the rooms. As an example, everybody who plays the game knows exactly what this room is. It's the angry grandma who will start chasing you. Now, obviously, if you can't deal with her, don't fight her. But because of this trap, there we go. And now I have a frying pan as a weapon.
Yum, yum.